Well, howdy there pluckers, Ivor Finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson then. This is in response to a request I've had from one of my viewers for a song called Cover Me Up. Okay, and it's by, this version that's been asked for is by Morgan Wallen. Okay, I think it was originally done by Jason Isbell, but I've been asked to do the Morgan Wallen cover version, okay, which is no problem. I will put a link in the description box which takes you to a video of Morgan Wallen playing this song live. Okay, it's very good. I'd recommend it for reviewing. Okay, first things first, I am in drop D tuning. Standard tuning to start with, and then you have to alter your bottom E string, have to change that to a D note. Okay, so loosen it off, detune it until it sounds like your fourth string, the D string. Okay, you're then in drop D tuning. You don't need to alter any other strings, just the bottom E string. Okay, no capos needed, and I'm doing it in the same key as Morgan Wallen. Okay, so without more ado, I'm going to go through the intro, the first verse and the first chorus for you. Then I'll break that down and you should be good to go. Interesting to note, the intro is also the outro. Okay, so as usual, my singing is for reference only. This is definitely not intended to be a cover version. Okay, so here we go then. Heart on the run, keeps a hand on the gun, you can't trust anyone. I was so sure what I needed was more, try to shoot out the sun. Days when we rage, we flew off the page, this damage was done. But I made it through, somebody knew I was meant for some. So girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. This house and I ain't going out to Charwood, so cover me up, knowing nothing left to use me for good. There you go. Sorry it's a bit loose around the edges, but I'm sure you get the idea. My singing isn't up to this. Anyway, so let's get to it. Right, so starts off on a D chord, and I'm just playing the third and second strings together as a double stop sort of thing, and at the same time I'm hammering up to the fourth fret of the third string with my pinky. So it's got that, third and second together, hammering up to the fourth fret of the third. Okay, then take the pinky off and hit the third and second again together. So it's got that. Then open third string, G string on its own. Okay. Okay. Then the D chord strum. Nice solid strum. Okay. So far. Then pinky goes up again to play the fourth fret of the D string, the fourth string, single note, second fret, fourth string, single note, open fourth string, single note. So far. Okay, then I'm playing a sort of a G chord. Okay, so it's like an E minor 7, so first finger, second fret of the fifth string, the A string, and playing the third fret of the second string, the B string. Okay, it's a G chord. Okay, and then so it's so far. Okay, single strum there. Then play the third and the fourth and third strings together as a double stop together, and then followed by the fourth fret of the A string, the fifth string, single note. So right, so let's go from there. Got that? So, and then the open fourth string on its own, and then the D chord. So the whole thing slowly. And then there's this little riff. You don't have to put this in, but it's quite nice. It's basically fifth string open, then you hit the fifth string again and hammer it up to the second fret, and then fourth string open, D string open, so then back to the D chord. So the whole intro in its entirety. Okay, and then it comes in with a verse. Okay, and for the first line of the verse, you could almost, well, you can use the same fingering as you did for the first part of the intro, except you don't have to just do the two strings. You can play it as the chord. So, right, right. So I'm just strumming that. It's exactly the same. So it's hammer up to the fourth fret third string of open third string, then back to the normal second fret on the third string. G, the G shape I showed you. Then back to the D. Okay. Now, just a point of interest. In this tuning, a lot of people play the G chord like that, which you're quite happy to do. I'm quite happy for you to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so basically, fifth fret, sixth string, fifth fret, sixth string, fifth and sixth strings on the fifth fret, and then the first finger is playing the third fret of the second string, the B string. You don't tend to hit the first string, just 6 down to 2. Okay? Like that. So if you want to play that, that's fine. So if you go from the verse where it goes, heart on the road, stand on the go, I personally prefer that. There is one place in the chorus I do use that shape, but we'll come to that later. But if you want to use that all the time, please do so. Okay, so two options there. Okay, but it's the same chord, just a different variation of it. Okay, so where were I? Right, from the beginning, right. Keeps on the go, you can't trust anyone. Right, and it repeats again. I needed wood, try to shoot out the sun. Okay, so it's two lines exactly the same. Days where now we go to a B minor on Raged. Rage. Now I'm only playing a 5. It's a standard bar B minor chord, but I'm playing it from the 5th string down to the 1st string. I'm not playing the 6th string, just playing from the 5th string, 2nd fret down, okay? Because you can play it with the 6th string open, but it doesn't quite sound right. To me it's a bit bass heavy, so I prefer just to play that from the 5th string down, like that, okay? So, from the beginning of the verse, heart on the run, stand on the gun, you can't trust anyone. I I wasn't sure what I needed was more, trying to shoot out the sun. Right. Back to the B minor days when we rage. We threw off B to G rather, page. Back to that G shape, page. Its damage was deep done. I made it through, 'cause somebody G, but I was meant for some D. Okay? So let's go from the beginning of the verse again, just to go through that again. As a heart on the run keeps going. I wasn't sure what I needed was more, try to shoot out the sun. There's days when we be one, da G, da D. I made it through, somebody G, back to D. Okay, so it's fairly straightforward, and it's the same for all the other verses as well, with different words. Okay, so we'll go right from the beginning to the end of the first verse. Okay, right from the intro. Okay, here we go. The heart on the run keeps a hand on the gun. You can't trust anyone. I wasn't sure what I needed was more, try to shoot out the sun. Days when we rage, we flew off the page, such was damage was done. But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. Okay? Now we go into the chorus and we lead up to it with a little run. Open 5th string, A string, 2nd on the A string and 4th fret of the A string. Back to the D, okay? So you come out of the last line and it goes, I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. Back to the G, we ain't leaving this D. So that's D to G to D again, right? So girl, leave your boots by the bed, never leaving this room. Lead up again. Somebody needs medical G, help, all the magnolias D, blue, same again. Okay, so from the end of the last line of the first verse, we'll go into the chorus, okay? But I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room. Till somebody needs medical help, or the magnolias bloom. Okay? Now we go to a new chord, E minor. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. Right, so that's E minor. But in this tuning, we have to play 3 fingers on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, the 5th string and the 4th string. So all 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, all on the 2nd fret. And the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd and the 1st strings are all open, okay? It's E minor, but in this particular tuning, okay? E minor, so it's cold in this house and this is where I use this G shape up here. The one I showed you with the 5th fret of the 6th and 5th strings fretted, and also the 3rd fret on the 2nd string there. And I'm playing from 6 down to 2, okay? Because the bass line is going up and I feel that suits better than playing the G there, okay, in this particular instance, okay. So it's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop, B minor, wood. So cover me up, D, and know you're enough to use me for D. Good. Okay, so it's B minor, chop wood. So cover me up and know that you're enough to use me for good. Okay, something like that. So B minor, wood. So cover me up and know So let's go through that whole chorus, okay? And after the end of the chorus, you can just play the intro again if you so wish and go into the next verse, or you can just go into the next verse, okay? Whichever you want to do. So okay, so let's go through the whole chorus. So it comes out of that last line of the first verse. But I made it through because somebody knew I was meant for someone. Lead up. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till somebody needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in his house and I ain't gonna chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. Okay, and you can do a second verse or whatever, you know, another verse, another chorus, another verse, another chorus, and finish. Okay, and there you have it. That's my take on it. So what to do now is basically just for continuity, we'll run through the whole thing from start to finish on the intro, the first verse, and the first chorus, and then I'll just put the ending on. Okay, so here we go. Out on the run, keeps a hand on the gun, you can't trust anyone. I was so sure when it was more, try to shoot out the sun. Days when we raged, we flew off the page, this damage was done. I made it through. Somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed, we ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias bloom. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up and know you're enough to use me for good. Anyway, that's my take on it. And thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.